Okay, we got a new Paramore track leading up to what I hope is going to be an album this year. I don't know if they've announced anything yet. I'm literally just reacting to the track, unbeknownst to me of any extra details. I just know this track has just come out. I don't know the dates or anything. If they've announced this already, I have forgotten, or I just didn't pay attention. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where they're gonna go. I mean, they've kind of shook things up for the past few albums now. The self-titled album, I think, was a bit of a shake-up in terms of their sound, going a bit more of a pop direction, but also doing some other things within the album as well. There was definitely some interesting ideas going on with that one, and then of course After Laughter was a departure from that. They kind of went more like 80s synth pop new wave stuff, which I was all for, and I think you could even say it's their best album today. I mean, you could argue that other albums are better. I think, you know, there's definitely a case for Riots being better. There's definitely a case for the self-titled being better. You could say many albums could be the crowning achievement for the band, but I think the last one is in the conversation, and I think it's probably closer than people might realize. So to see where they're going to go next, I am intrigued. I need to know what this is going to sound like, and let's give this a reaction. Okay, yeah. Got those slinky guitars again. We got the song After Laughter. Is she talking to me? Should I keep this opinion to myself? Yeah, okay, I like that. Hear me out though, hear me out. It sounds a little bit like I Found Out by the Pigeon Detectives. I mean, does anyone else hear that? Does anyone else even know that song? Please listen to that song and then listen to this. And there's some similarities with the kind of like stompy, chugging, like, yeah, it's got that vibe to it, man. But even without that, it's a good track. It's almost calling back to many artists from the 2000s with the kind of indie rocky, you know, post-punk revival-y sort of sound, but it's also super catchy. They haven't lost the rhythm or the groove. The last album had a lot of that in spades, in buckets, absolute huge amounts of catchy melodies with the guitars and things. Like I said, that slinky guitar even came back for this track too. It's really fun. It was a fun little track. It's gone from hard times to not even leaving the house now, so yeah, things have really gone downhill for Hayley. No, but on the serious note, I kind of rated the sort of angsty, sort of like in-your-face sort of lyrics and the shoutiness of the track. I thought it was quite fun. Yeah, I'm liking it, man. There's just something crazy about Hayley Williams in that nothing feels like, you know, like she's aged. Like, it doesn't feel at all like she's aged, like, at all, in terms of like her attitude, even how she looks as well. Like, she looks exactly the same, it seems. I know they were young when they first started, so of course, in a similar way to like Rihanna, you know, Hayley isn't actually that old and Rihanna's not that old, and Taylor Swift is another example of that as well. Like, these artists just aren't that old because they started out so young when they got famous. So it does feel like they've been around for so long, but yet you just haven't lost that connection to Hayley as a singer. Her performances are exactly the same. She still provides the same energy as she ever did. It's actually kind of cool to really see that all these years later. But yeah, admittedly, I did think, we're going to lose some of that that magic touch from the last album. But I don't think we have at all. I think they're doubling down on it, if anything, and giving us a bit more of a stompiness while doubling down on it as well. So yeah, good track. Enjoyed that. I think I'll be playing this quite a bit. Looking forward to seeing what they do later on as well with more music. Thank you for watching as always. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do have a good day. Subscribe if you haven't already, and goodbye.